we are adding a new addition to Project Viminacium, and that is a song called Broken Heart. It is a song by the Bee Gees, and one of the things that strikes me the most about the song is the beautiful melody in the piece. And I wanted to share with you my perspective on the piece and direction I've wanted to go for the song. Now I'll be sharing with you the acoustic version because a core component of the instrumental that I've created for the piece is the guitar, but we're also adding in some more Spanish influences into the piece and a mixture of different elements into it. Like a few other ones, I'll share with you the studio sort of instrumental version, but as we practice the vocal and the acoustic as well. Currently, where is the song? We're not in the super early stages, but we're sort of in that midway point of I'm introducing a song a lot earlier than I have with other ones, and I brought up the lyrics just in case, because they're not the most dance lyrics or anything like that. It's just there's slight changes here and there that I want to make sure that we get right, and it's still slightly in early phase for a song. So let's focus on the studio version for the vocal practice, and I'll share with you how that's been going. The mix is quite rough, right? And some of the hi-hats and percussion is a bit loud, but it gives us the good sort of rough indicator of where things are. And as you'll hear, I am in the process at the moment of mixing it. It's very much just bare bones and me just really putting things in to really get a good indication of where things are to start practicing the vocal for the piece. So without further ado, let's play the mix, or the rough mix, and let's get underway and introduce this new addition to Project Viminacium. Alright, one thing I didn't do is that I didn't offer myself any time to really go. It's just straight away into that guitar. I can think of younger days, living for my life was everything a man could wanna do, but I could never see tomorrow. I never told about the sorrow. How can you make this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining or makes the world go round? How can you let this broken man? How can the loser ever win? Please say the broken heart and let me live. I can stop breathing and breathe. Listen through a tree, deep memories of days gone by. We can never see tomorrow. No one said a word about the sorrow. How can you mend this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining when makes the world go round? How can you make them spoken by? How can you lose her ever will? Please remember the spoken heart and let me live. Yeah, 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 yeah. How can you make them spoken heart? Can you away from falling back? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you make and broken back? How can the loser ever win? Please help me now. This broken heart and let me be. I'll give you. Alright, okay, that was rough. And you can see how big of a difference is when you really have the words down pat. But alright, so that's sort of where we're starting from for with the song now as we're recording, and the first thing first is obviously working in the key. It's not overly complex like some of the other ones, but particularly when we are looking at how can you make spoken can away for right, particularly because it's slightly spoken word and slightly singing. Some moments are a little more spoken word. It can be a bit tricky making sure that we're staying in key. But overall, the la 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 da 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 la 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 la, right? That stuff really helps figuring out. Okay, cool. That's where the bass is, right? But I think that with the beginning, we're okay with that. I can think of younger days when living for my life was everything a man could. That's it. Out. Oh, what I can do. Can I see tomorrow? But I was never told about sorrow. How can you make them spoken? How can you set the rain from falling down? Right? One of the things I noticed for this piece, I think it's my way of speaking, is something we need to work on. Oops. Is this slight pronunciation of certain words that I don't like. It's a it's can you, right? It's disgusting, right? How can you stop the rain from shining? Particularly for the first couple, how can you make a broken heart and how can you stop the rain? I don't want that. It's not doesn't really work for song. It's not pleasant for the song. It's a bit distracting. So we just need to work on that. How can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? Okay? It's just this, particularly is how, right? So instead of being how can you stop, particularly with the instrumental as well, it has that sort of rumba sort of the mumba you know, element to it, right? So it can be a bit sort of, you know, right? When you look at some Spanish, vocals and rappers and artists like that, it's very much, it can be a bit transient, right? Right, because it fits that groove, fits the music. But with something like this, we're sort of blending acoustic elements with that, and it's slightly less transient, it's slightly less, right? And it's just more like a softer, sort of poppier, almost I would say it's sort of, more sort of in line with Drake, right? And that sort of Hotline Bling, is that what it's called? Yeah, so we sort of have a lighter touch to it, but introducing more of a melodic, soulful touch to it. And me going, can you man, right? Can you stop? It's just not gonna work for the song, right? Maybe for something else, if you're being sarcastic, something like that. But for the song, it's not really gonna work. So it's something I really need to work on. It's some punctuation stuff that we need to fix. So yeah, it's a bit rough, what we're starting with, but it's a lot better than it was. Yeah, so what else? Yeah, so let's leave it at that. And sort of as I'm sort of working on it now, and as we sort of progress and get the lyrics smoothed out and work on that, everything else will sort of smooth out. I'm also going to, when I get the chance, to continue the mix for the song, and so slightly lessen the attack, the amplitude of things. I want to Alright? I know it has a little bit more, of a distortion, an element of rock in there as well. But I'm not saying we want to remove it completely. We just want to keep that edginess to it. But we just need to smooth it out a little bit to allow the beautiful melody to come through. All right, so thank you so much for joining me for this new edition. New edition's always rough, but the key is to get the first one done and then move on to the next one. All right, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see if I can squeeze in the acoustic version for this one while we're still fresh. We'll see. Well, so without further ado, thank you so much for joining me. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for joining me for these practice takes for today, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. All right, enjoy.